you I'm going to make a cake. It's going to be a gender reveal cake. And I want to mention I'm not a baker, or I'm not a professional doing cakes, but the cake is a Puerto Rican mojadito cake, which is a wet cake with almond extract. It's very, very delicious. And I'm not good at decorating cake, but if you know how to do it, or you use your imagination, you can make a wonderful, beautiful cake. But if you want to see this recipe, stay tuned. Okay, I'm gonna start by greasing a baking pan. I just put some butter, and I'm using the 12 by 3, 12 and 3 long, and I just put some butter and some flour. I bought that at Michael's just in case somebody want to know. Now you're gonna grab a bowl. I'm gonna use a hand mixer, but if you have a table mixer, it's even better. I have 4 sticks of unsalted butter. That's 2 cups of butter if you want to measure that as a cup, but it's 4 sticks of unsalted butter, and I have it at room temperature. So I'm gonna blend that with my hand mixer. And I have 2.5 cups of granulated sugar. So I'm gonna be adding that little by little to my bowl, and then I'm gonna start mix it. Now I'm gonna be adding my sugar little by little. Now I had 10 eggs, so I put the white eggs in one bowl, in another bowl, and I put the other 10 eggs, the yolks, in a separate bowl. I'm going to be adding that little by little, and I'm going to be mixing. I have a pure vanilla extract. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon. And I'm going to use some almond extract, and I'm going to add also another tablespoon. So if you don't like almond extract, or you are allergic, you don't have to add the almond extract. You can just leave the vanilla extract. I'm gonna mix everything until everything is mixed. And I have a baking powder in here, so I already add my flour. I saved 4 cups of all-purpose cake flour. I mix 4 cups of cake flour with 2 tablespoons of baking powder, and I sifted in that bowl in there. So it's already sifted with the baking powder. So 4 cups cake flour and 2 tablespoons of baking powder. I have some coloring here because I'm doing a reveal gender cake. I have blue and pink, so you can use some food coloring. And you, of course, you're gonna add the food coloring you like. For now, I'm gonna be adding some cake flour, and I'm gonna alternate it with milk. And I have 1 cup of milk, and I'm using regular milk. Now I'm going to add that color. So my daughter's gonna have a girl, so I'm going to add the pink. And the color depends on how bright you want the color. Now I'm going to mix the egg white, and that's gonna take probably from 7 to 10 minutes, or until you fold or you turn your bowl and nothing comes out, so you know it's ready. So but that gonna take a few minutes. I add some color to my egg whites also. Now I'm gonna add the egg white to my cake in a folding mode, if you want to call that like that. Now I'm gonna pour my mix in the baking pan, and your oven has to be preheat at 350. So I'm already preheating my oven, so I'm gonna put it in the oven, and you're gonna let it in the oven for 35 to 45 minutes, or until you insert a toothpick and come out clean. That's when you know your cake is ready. Okay, my cake took 45 minutes in the oven, and I'm gonna let it cool down. Now I'm going to make the syrup for my cake. I'm gonna add 2 cups of water and 1 cup of granulated sugar, and you can add more for that kind of cake. You also can come up to 3 cups of sugar, 3 cups of water, and 1.5 or to 2 cups of sugar. We're gonna bring it to a boil. Now we're gonna remove them from the heat. It took from 2 to 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna add my favorite flavor. I'm adding in here almond extract, so I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon. You also can add some vanilla or brandy if you like, whatever flavor you like. Then I'm gonna let the cake cool completely, and then I'm gonna start wetting my cake. Now I'm gonna put my cake in this beautiful plate. And I put the syrup in this bottle. I bought the bottle in Walmart, and I'm gonna start wetting the cake, and I'm going to use the whole liquid.
already with my cake, and I'm going to add some frosting, and I'm going to add some sprinkle. I'm gonna use pink and blue, and you can use, in this time you can use whatever you like or your imagination. So I'm gonna put half pink and half blue, and I have a recipe about how to make the homemade frosting. That's a Puerto Rican frosting with almond, and you're gonna spread it, and in this time you're gonna use your imagination. I use that for the corners. I bought those bags in Walmart also. Now first I'm gonna sprinkle some sugar. I using the pink. And I put in one half pink sugar and the other half blue sugar. Now I put in some of, that's not a sprinkle, that's like a little babies and all this stuff, like a little garnish. And I have a rattler in there, and I have a pacifier. So I'm gonna put the rattler in one side and the pacifier in the other one. And I don't know if I said those were right. Now I'm doing the middle part, and that's it. The cake is ready for the gender reveal. I hope you guys like this video. If you like it, don't forget to just give me a like, and on to the next one. Bye.